Thank you, thank you. This is Glenn Davis. I'm from Lenexa, Kansas, and today I have a Kansas shirt on. It says Kansas down the bottom. I suppose this is supposed to be a picture of a farmer or something. And up here it says, "If I only had a brain." And that's interesting. I think that line came from, maybe some kind of movie or something. But eventually it got adopted to where now it's our state motto. So it appears on a lot of the apparel that we have. And three things I want to do today. Number one, I'm going to start by playing a few of the chords from Stairway to Heaven, the Forbidden Riff. And at the end of the video, I'm going to give a lesson on how to play the acoustic solo. So when I do play the first part, try and focus more on the solo. That's what I'm trying to do. But in the middle of those two things, I'm going to take some time to impart the valuable wisdom and experiences that I've acquired over 57, 58 years of playing to hopefully help the guitar youth of America. That's who it's aimed at. And why am I doing this? Well, it's because I always get the same question from people when they hear me playing guitar. They say, "Glenn, you've been playing guitar almost your entire life, and yet you stink. Could you please tell us what you're doing so that we can do something different?" So that's what I'm going to try and accomplish today. But first, let me get my guitar, and I'll play a little Stairway to Seven. Again, focus on the solo. Alrighty, let's take a crack at that Stairway to Heaven song now. Let's see. Go. Okay, thank you, thank you. Appreciate the applause. And just a couple things I want to talk to you about. But, I just thought of another story here. This guitar tuner here on my guitar. I don't know. I've been using it here for a couple of years. How I got this tuner is interesting, though. I was playing my guitar real loud because my wife wasn't home, and this is my electric, that goes real loud, and I hear this knock on the door, and I go answer it, and there's a gentleman there who was from one of the local music stores, and he hands me this guitar tuner, and I appreciate it, but I said, look, I didn't pay for any guitar tuners, and he says, I know, some of your neighbors did. And I guess I got a free guitar tuner. But what I wanted to talk to you about today in particular is to improve your playing. Some of the things I did, so maybe you can avoid them. The biggest thing was I went to school 5 days a week every day, and you can well imagine going to school 5 days a week. I wasted a lot of time. I mean, I was there and every day, and if I would have stayed home and skipped maybe just 2 days every week, that's all it would have taken, and I think I could have been a much better guitar player. I could have scales and I don't know, music theory, finger exercises, all kind of things I could have worked on. And when I look back, even if I took 2 days off of school, since most of my time there was wasted daydreaming and stuff, it really wouldn't have hurt my grades any. I mean, I was an F student, so, it couldn't have hurt my grades any. And, I was a high F student. I was always proud of that. But anyway, so my advice to you in this part here, try and skip 2 days every week of school. Stay home and practice. You might get good enough that you can do something that's extremely difficult on the guitar, like make money. Maybe even be a rock star. But the second thing I wanted to talk to you about, it also has to do with school. It's homework. You see, I would get home every night and I'd have these piles of homework to do, and I would never do the homework. But it was always hanging over my head, so I felt guilty about it. So if I was even trying to practice guitar, I would feel guilty because in the back of my mind I'm thinking, gee, I should be doing this homework. So when I look back now, that's the other change I would make. Just convince yourself, make a pledge that you're not going to do homework. And then since you're not worrying about the homework anymore, you won't feel any guilt, and it frees up more time to practice. So those two things are just skip 2 days a week of school and make a commitment that you're not going to do homework, and you'll be a lot better on guitar. And even if you're an A student today, and how much can it hurt you? A, maybe get a B or a C. A, B, C, you're still in the top 3. So it's not much of a sacrifice. And the other thing I'd recommend, if you're thinking about, gee, that sounds like a pretty good idea that Glenn had, maybe I should run it past my guidance counselor and see what he thinks about it. I want to tell you right now, I can't imagine that you would get good advice from anybody who ended up being a high school guidance counselor. So, just keep it to yourself, skip 2 days a week, and you should do better on the guitar. I hope you appreciate that advice. Now we're going to go over to the solo here, but I'm going to move up a little closer to the camera, so hopefully you can see what I'm doing better. Alright, we're going to try and give you a quick lesson here. First of all, if you have a loop pedal, I hit my loop pedal when I start playing the solo. What I key in the loop pedal is just A minor, G, F, G, that just repeats throughout the whole solo. The solo itself comes into this part. And right there, then I hit the loop pedal. At the same time I'm slamming this G string here to the 9th fret. Then it's just an A minor pentatonic scale up the frets here. 8th fret you go off it. So that's like a... Then we get down to the B string, start sliding from the 8th to the 10th. One more time. Okay, next part I hit this one, go back to that minor pentatonic, and it gets a little tricky. It changes cadence a little bit, so it's different than the first time. And then we go into the next one. So here's that one more time. To that 8th fret. So, you know, keep in mind, I went 3 times there. That's what seems to fit. Now, it's important really to finish on this finger because we're going to slide up here like that. So, then it gets tricky. Slide up to the 12th. Hit the next 2 strings. You're on the A string. Now we go to the D and G. Then back here with a pull off. So that was. Then back to the D string and slide up. Oops, I got to do it fast once so I can hear it. So it's. Got that? Then we go down to 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th fret, I guess it is, and to the B string. That's an easy one. And then hit the G string. To the E. One more time. Then we go into that little fast thing where they hit these 4 notes. And that repeats about 10 times, but you don't actually hit, you go, and this note you normally get from a pull off, you don't, and then hit that, so it's, finishing on the, I don't know what's 12, 13, 14, 15, the 17th fret. The high A note, so it's then he puts this neat little lick in. And goes into the right after that. So let me show you that one again. Right after we hit the high A note there, you go start on the E note here on the E string. Then let it down. And then of course the second guitar is going. Then he puts in this neat little lick. it's real easy. It's just one more time. And the last one, you just slide up on the G string to the 12th fret. Then here. So it starts with a slide to the 12th. And then it's all on the G pretty much. Finishing on that A note. And of course, and then it goes into this. And then back up on the 17th fret, the A note, A note on the E string. And finally, it's I hope that solo lesson makes it easier if you're trying to play it, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a great day.